Hi everyone. This is a race that I did on Thursday, the 27th of July at Teamsport Avonmouth. I believe it was a heat seeker, so it was like a 3 minutes. No. Three separate sprint sessions with a final. So yeah, it was a pretty intense race, I will say. Bit of a shame as well, as you'll see in the later parts of the video. But this is sort of like an example of like how things can turn around in your race. I did start on pole for race one. This is race one, so it was a randomized grid. So you could pretty much be placed wherever. And for race one, I was on pole, which to be brutally honest, I wasn't too happy about because of the people who I was racing. Some of them were a little bit aggressive, but you'll see now as the lights come on now. And yes, go! Race is underway, and yeah, pretty much we'll basically see like what the race went on to. As I get like a decent start, like most most of my starts tend to be quite good. I do tend to prefer a rolling start instead of the traditional standing start, and the reason for that is because turn one is really tight, and then goes into turn two again really tight, and just a lot of crashes can happen, and it just kind of ruins your race quite often. So yeah, so as we round the final corner for lap one, as that we do that. I'm not actually too sure what the time was. I'll have to bring it up as we go along. But yeah, we're still on lap two. Well, we've just started lap two, so. But yeah, like I would say overall, the night didn't go particularly well. Um, uh, as yeah, race one was just a bit of a disaster, I would say. Pace wasn't brilliant. I would admit I wasn't driving particularly well. So yeah, it was a bit of a shame with that. I was a little bit disappointed. But yeah, another thing which kind of got me was some people, they tend to like overtake you when you least expect, which is it's pretty good on their side, but bad for me because because my awareness is quite bad after this night. So yeah, I need to improve on that. I need to improve on a lot of things. Again, with my lines, you just need to sort my lines out, because what I tend to do is I tend to crash into the barriers quite often, messes up my lines, and just ruins everything. Plus, I never use all of the available track. There's some corners where I take too narrow, which I feel is quite bad. Like there, I hit the barrier there, I hit the barrier there. Sometimes I hit the barrier there, and then when I come to this corner here, I sometimes smash that tyre on the inside. Really messes me. My lap as well, not ideal. Even here, I tend to smash the barrier there as well, and I always smash the barrier there. I didn't do it that time round, I hit the barrier there as well. But these two corners though, I'm actually alright with. I rarely smash the barriers here actually. I get quite close, but I never really hit them, so that's good. But yeah, if I can sort that out, that'd be good. Another thing I need to sort out is my braking. My braking is crap. It is not good. So yeah, what I tend to do is oh, okay, and Calvin Ford goes to the overtake there. I'm not really sure if that was his, but never mind, is what it is. So yeah, my braking shit. What I tend to do is I tend to slam the brakes, ease off, and then slam on them again while I'm in the corner. Like it's just not what you're meant to do, is it? So yeah, I need to work on a lot of my things. But yeah, getting some help would be nice as well from maybe you guys. That would be nice, or just anyone around that I race with. That would be very nice. Let's talk about more about overtaking, because yeah, some of the people that went and overtook me this night wasn't the cleanest moves going. Like, I would leave them just enough space, but what tended to happen is that they would overtake me while I wasn't really paying attention on what side they were coming from. So it looks like I'm blocking them when in reality I'm not. I'm not. So to come into this hairpin now, Kelvin Ford goes for a send there. Kind of, it does surprise me quite a lot. He did go for a very late lunge, and I lose another place there, which isn't ideal. Bit of a shame that I missed out on that because yeah. But maybe if Kelvin wasn't too aggressive and he went for the next corner on the right, it would have been I reckon it would have been a little bit more clean, and I probably would have lost maybe just the position to Kelvin and not to I think it's Harry Barrington. Sorry if I may have got your name wrong. I probably got it right, but yeah. I think your name's Harry. Is it Harry or is it Henry? I'm not so sure. I'm sorry. So yeah, we're in P3 now. And to be brutally honest, when these two overtook me, I kind of knew that yeah, I think I might get swollen by the whole pack that's behind me. So I'm kind of thinking, please don't let that happen. But yeah, I'm just trying to learn from the best. Yeah, as you can see, I really am trying my absolute best. Every time I come here, but this night that I was racing, I wasn't performing particularly well. Just didn't really have much confidence on the brakes. Just making too much mistakes when I'm hitting barriers. Lines aren't good. Just not driving smooth at all. You have these days, you have these bad days. You just need to learn to accept them, which thankfully I did. Like I didn't have a massive hissy fit. I didn't make the storm out of the century. I just kept my head cool, kept everything to myself, really. When things happen like that, there's a lot less like bad things that happen, or I should say more bad things that happened. As we I don't know, we have got a driver who sends it on me there. Kind of doesn't leave me particularly a lot of space there, but I'll let you guys decide on who did it bad there. Anyway, we soldier on. We just need to get on with it, really. But yeah, this basically is kind of like how a race can pan out. It can either go, everything can go your way, you win the whole thing, lose one, maybe two positions, and end up in third, or everything goes wrong and you get swollen by the whole pack and you're last place, which is basically what happened to me this race. But yeah, just need to learn to accept it. When I know I'm much quicker, I know I can drive a lot quicker. It's just being in the right mindset. Which a worker here, he actually helped out a lot that night. He actually managed to like keep my mind in a good place, I think. Because I could have reacted a lot worse, and thankfully I didn't. So that was good. But yeah, when you're having a bad day, just remember, you just have to get on with it. These things happen, and hopefully you can try to maximize what you can. So yeah, as you can see now, the gap between myself and second place, which is Harry or Henry, I'm sorry if I got that wrong, is starting to open, and to be brutally honest, I'm not gaining, which is harsh, but God, you need to be honest, which I am being. So, but yeah, well, one thing I will say is, while I was driving here, I didn't really feel particularly like under pressure. Whereas I was just kind of focusing on what I was doing instead of the people who were behind me, and I didn't really think of them much. I was just kind of concentrating on people in front and what I was doing. So the people like behind me wasn't making me feel under pressure, which I guess is a good thing. So you can just keep your head cool. But I believe like if this was a much longer race, then yeah, it would come. There's a guy in front goes for an overtake there, and we've got another guy sends it on me there. A little bit harsh, but I'll let him have that one. Not sure what you guys think. And that there, some gas will go for the overtake, as you can see. Yeah, not brilliant. Not brilliant for myself. People overtaking left, right, and centre. At this point, I'm thinking, yeah, dead night. Just crack on. Let people race. Don't have a hissy fit, which is what I didn't do, which is good. So yeah, guess we'll just try and learn, see what these guys in front are doing. Try and copy them, I guess. Yeah, just need to learn to get a grip myself. Yeah, one thing I do need to do though is just sort out a lot of stuff: braking, lines, smoothness, and kart control as well. Since my back end, I can't really control the back end very well. It's definitely not the car's fault. It's all down to me, since I'm always driving the thing. But quite I always thought was nothing wrong with the car, always been driven. So in this case, obviously, I'm not doing particularly well. I'm being honest, I know, but yeah, you gotta be harsh. Well, not harsh, but you need to be realistic sometimes. And to be brutally honest, when Sam overtook me, the gap is just increasing. Like there's no way I'm catching up to Sam. Like in these heavy braking zones, I'm getting closer, probably because I'm braking much later, which is making the exit a lot worse. But yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy it, really. Yeah, what I need to do is properly start getting into the groove of it. As Ryan Fisher goes for an overtake there, very nice clean move. Back to them all, and another overtake. So yeah, things are getting much worse, as you can see. But yeah. Not particularly a fan of starting on pole, I must be honest. Prefer maybe like third or second, since I'm not really good at keeping my pace up. I believe these sprint races were 10 minutes each, I think, yeah, I think about 10 minutes each. Well, yeah, let's check flags, so that's over. So yeah, not good, Rev, not good. Yeah, that's it for that. So we ride on into the pit lane, and oh yeah, well, this is the first video I've done with a new GoPro. Very nice. Got the what's this GoPro here at 9. There's Sam Gaskell turning around, giving me a look. We saying, yeah, not good. But hopefully next time we'll come back much stronger. We have a much better race. Fair play to these two. They definitely deserve the race today, Calvin and Harry. So yeah, very good. Good for them. So yeah, that's pretty much it as we end off the video there. Yeah, I just want to say thank you for watching, and yeah, just need to work on on a load of stuff. But yeah, I guess one good thing we can say to that is my GoPro is working very well, which is good. And oh, your name was Henry Barrington. I am so sorry if I called you Harry. I'm so sorry, but your name's Henry. I get confused. I know, but I think you came what, like, did you get second that race? I think so. Well done, team. I'm sorry if I called you Harry. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you later. Peace.